This is a little snippet of our rundown from one marina to the next. Paul's on board with me, but I didn't manage to do any commentary on the way down or take any video shots of leaving or arriving in the other marina, because both times it was really busy. In fact, it was crazy. In fact, when we left, we were meant to pick up some fuel, but there was 2 boats on the fuel dock already.
Yes.
2 boats coming in, another one behind us. That's Paul, by the way. And we just decided, right, we'll get going. This was the only dry part of the trip down as well. The rest of the time it was raining. It was only mizzle, but it was too wet to get the camera out. Anyway, enjoy this for a little bit, and then I'll show you a few shots of where I've ended up. So this is Braunston Marina, just in the evening. Sun's not far off going down. This is where I'm going to be now for about the next month. Maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. We'll see how I go with getting supplies and fitting the boat out. The actual position the boat's in at the moment is not great for carrying stuff to it. The pontoons are really narrow, and I'm not sure if it's a good place, but I'm going to ask him if I can move. But if that's the case, then I'll stay here a little bit longer. As you can see, I've been busy wrecking the place and pulling everything apart. It's all taken a little bit of a time because, as well as screwing all these panels and the wood to the wall, what they've also done is they've glued it. So once I get the hundreds of screws out, I also have to then crowbar all the wood off. So a lot of it I can't actually use again, but you can see that in places the wood is just completely rotten. All this wiring as well was fixed to the trunking, so I've had to pull all the wiring off the parts where I've taken down and then bundle it together so that it's all tied up and safe, and then I can use the electric on the boat. Managed to get a little bit more done on the other side of the boat, but I've got the same problem with the wiring and also getting all these panels off. But But as you can see, it's slowly coming down. But you can see from the, or maybe you can't, but there's water damage to just about all the wood that's in there, so it's all got to come out. So I'm going to have to chip away at some of the insulation as well, then put the insulation back in. So all that's going to take time, but then again, it's not a race. I mean, the sooner I get it done, the nicer it will be to live in here, but at the moment, yeah, it looks a bit of a mess. The other thing with it as well is that all this wood, every time I work on one side and then move back, I have to shift all the wood over to the other side so that I can work on that little bit. So yeah, it all takes time, but slowly I'll get there. Starting to get cold here now, and it's chucking it down outside, so thought I'd light the fire and hunker down before it gets dark. Sorry the last video was so long ago. There's no Wi-Fi in the marina. They told me there was, but now they tell me it's broken, and then they told me, well, we don't know how to fix it. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't posted anything for a few days now. The other reason is that, to be honest, all I'm doing is pulling down wood and ripping down boards and things, you know, and it's not that exciting. So I just thought it was perhaps better to get a little bit done where you can see what I've done, and then at least it looks like something's happened, as opposed to me just pulling off one board, which basically it's taken me about all day to do one in some cases because they're glued and screwed so firmly. What else? Yeah, besides what you can see, I've shown you. It may not seem like I've done a lot, but in actual fact I have. All the carpets now have been ripped up, so as I take the boards off from the sides working back, I should be able to start lifting the boards up and having a look underneath to see what the state of the bottom of the boat is on the inside. You know, from the sides it looks like it's dry, but it's not further aft, but the boat slopes aft, so that's where the water is accumulating. What else? Next week I'm going to hire a car for a couple of days from Daventry. And my gear has arrived, so I'm going to go down to Cheltenham and pick all the gear up, which will be good because that'll mean that I've got some more tools as well as some more clothes as well. And what else? I think that's about it now. The rundown was good, enjoyed that. Be nice when I can do a bit more of it, but at the moment it's still pretty cold out there for me anyway. So we'll crack on with the repairs in here, and hopefully by the time spring comes I'll be able to do a bit more travelling. Hopefully as well the rain will ease off, and if that happens, then I might pop up to the village tonight for a pint and grab some fish and chips. Well, it's 5 done, 55 to go. No problem. Well, this is the first window. All the rotten wood has been chased out now. Everything else that was there is solid, so it's pretty good. All the other battens are new, and they've all just been glued in, and now they're being nailed in. And I'm just cleaning up the outside of the windows now. Hopefully it will all go off. The only trouble is it needs 24 hours, but overnight the temperature's going to drop down to 3 or 4 degrees, and that's not good. So I'm looking at maybe finding, I think I've got a little bit of old carpet. I might be able to chuck that over it for the night, and it won't keep it perfect, but it'll keep the condensation off, and it might just, if I keep the inside of the boat warm, it might just stop it escaping and keep the glue from, well, at least giving the glue chance to go off. But it looks like a night without windows, or one window at least. Well, this is the first window done. 3 sides needed new wood, and all the metal needed scraping back, and it's all been repainted and everything, and it's gone back in and seems to be good. Of course, we'll only know that when it rains, but that's one down. Here, as you can see, I'm started on the second one. Well, I'm more than started. In actual fact, what I've done is, as you can see, I've got the window out. It's all been scraped down, and all I've got to do now is paint it. Outside's done. Just do the inside here, and then 2 or 3 hours it will be dry, and then get the mastic on and get the window back in. Hopefully get it done before this evening, which will be good. The other 3 sides here, the wood surprisingly is pretty good, but the top one here was terrible. But this was where the window was loosest here. In fact, it was almost half a centimetre away from the side of the boat, so it was no wonder rain was getting in. Anyway, I'll get this primer on. I've already put, yesterday I put a rust converter on, so it's all been scraped down. So yeah, get this done, and I'll pop up the village and get a newspaper and something to eat for tonight. Right, you're probably bored with this now, so I'll let you go.
Recently found €950 in a wallet, which we got out for spring of 2020 for a holiday that was then cancelled due to COVID. Completely forgot all of that. paper for can litter, we discovered one piece to be a sketch by L.S. Lowry. We sold it sharpish for 5 figures. Stephen N. Mangan had written up.
Okay, so this is the last window on the starboard side. So hopefully, if I've done everything right, the next time it rains, as long as it comes from that side, we shouldn't have any leaks. Again, all the wood on this side was rotten, and you can see that, all that lot there, that's what came out. It's all push your fingers through it. But yeah, that one's done, and then we've got this one that's done, and that one, and there's 2 more porthole ones in the bedroom, but I hope that they don't leak. They don't seem to be at the moment. And the only other thing I've got to do is the hatch here, which probably not a good view of it for the moment, but that. But at the moment it's nailed shut, so it's not leaking. So I might have a go at it over the weekend. I'll see. But when I take it out, I'll probably paint it as well. Okay. Quick update. I'm fed up of not having the communication and no Wi-Fi, no phone reception. Everything you've seen up until now has been over the last month. My month is up tomorrow in Braunston, so I'm leaving. And I'm going to head down to a different marina called Wigram's Turn. So I'll try and get a few shots of that, but I'll be on my own. And hopefully then I'll be able to post some of these videos rather than just keep storing them away. Okay, so Braunston is behind me, and Wigram's Turn Marina, which is in the village of Napton on the hill, is about 2 hours ahead of me. Sorry for the shaky camera work. I'm steering with my bum, filming with one hand and drinking coffee with the other. Who said men can't multitask? Hopefully I'll be able to post this soon. Enjoy the next few moments of me cruising along. See you soon.